coming, a brand new model.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. On the set.
55. Check. 55. Mike. Hey, here we go.
Back.
Check 43.
Let's go.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Pilot, 64. Weak. Get it.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Cameron Balaj. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Balaj. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
You're going to see me in your nightmares. 80 weapons. Jim. Ready to go. 5.
They'll try and pick up the 1st down with Adams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
What's that? 19. 57. I'm coming. Watch the safety. Come around.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check. Go back. We got motion. Back up. Hey, 31. 57.
Throwing on second down. Watson eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Right there, 56.
Watch the slant. Joker. Jungle West. Rush in. Let's go.
On second and 9, Minshew. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
Check it out. Ready? Check 24. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Kill. Check it back.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 89 yards. So talk about escaping danger from their own 1. Clear across the field now. They come up on first and 10. They go with Brown. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
Mike.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw is Watson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Tavecchio puts this one through, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3, Jaguars nothing.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
You draw Corker. Slam.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
X3, 218, chop it. Ready?
On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Set. 19. 57. Record. Alert. Check 13. Check 13. He's checking.
2nd down, it's Henderson. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
We're set. Like 88. 57. Come on.
Watch the run.
Watson now to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check three.
On first down, Brown. Room here to run. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 48-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. This is Brown on the carry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Watson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Too easy.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the 29, Minshew. He's got it complete to Thompson. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
They're running it.
22-jet bomber.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Big hold of the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. For a lot of people, MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let him know, let him know.
On second down now, it's Thompson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
61, matchbox lights. Gone.
Switch gears. Hey, alert 3.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
On second and 11 now. Minshew. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
It's a gain of
6-6, pull it high.
3rd and 7.
Minshew throwing on third down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Set, 19. Check.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Three down. Check 37. Slam.
Open the floor.
Switch.
Let him go.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On second and 11 now. Watson being chased out left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 44 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Hey, watch it.
And no time now.
They'll try the left side. Gibson. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
4 down, check, 4 down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
That's it, baby. We gonna run.
At their own 35-yard line.
Got it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Brings up 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6. At the 21-yard line.
Strip that.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, this is Adams. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Brown. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He was brought down by Javon Hargrave. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Faking the give. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryant. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
1st down, Miami.
19, 57. Hey, what's the ball? 124.
On first down, it's Watson. Got him in. It's Brown.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Henderson works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watson on 3rd down. Finds his tight end Ingram. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
But then we'll West. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all play. Sam off. Check nickel. Check 9. Get it.
It'll be Minshew again. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Brown. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Minshew sets to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Now Minshew on first and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw again on second down. Minshew. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
On the set. X3, 218, chopper. Clear. Ready.
Minshew, first and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Now Minshew. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
Get it.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Keelan Cole, the intended target. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So a victory here for the